Are you thinking about moving to Forest Hill, or is this the first time that you're hearing about the city and simply clicked on the video to find out where it's at? Well, either way, this video is for you because we're going to cover Forest Hill's history, what it's like to live in Forest Hill, and we're also going to take a look at the affordability, the lifestyle, and real estate in the city, which is going to allow us to compare Forest Hill to other cities in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. So if you were looking to buy a home in Forest Hill, now you have a comparison to all the other cities in the Metroplex. In other words, today we're going to look at everything you need to know about Forest Hill, Texas. And we need to start off by finding it on the map. Forest Hill is located south of Fort Worth and has the major highway of Interstate 20 running right through it east to west. Now, if you're trying to get to downtown Fort Worth to check out Sundance Square, you're looking at 12 minutes. And if you want to go to Dallas to check out Clyde Warren Park, give yourself at least 30 minutes. Now, if you need to catch a flight at the DFW International Airport, you're looking at 25 minutes. Now, I share these heavily frequented locations because at one point or another, if you're going to live in Forest Hill, you're going to go to Fort Worth, you're going to go to Dallas, and you're going to catch a flight. But to give you a better sense of what the commute is like overall for the residents of Forest Hill, know that the average commute time of residents of Forest Hill is 26.2 minutes. So what that tells you is the majority of the residents in Forest Hill are commuting outside of Forest Hill for work. And now that we know where in the world Forest Hill even is, I want to welcome you to the DFW Homeowner YouTube channel, the go-to real estate channel for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Jaime Resendez, your local realtor and team leader, able to help you make money in real estate, whether you're buying or selling. And we're on a mission to reach every DFW resident. So if you can hit that like button, it's going to really help us out. All right, so now let's get back to Forest Hill because this is what you came for. Forest Hill, Texas is located in Tarrant County and began right around 1860. Now initially the city had moderate growth and it wasn't until the 1960s that it started to rapidly expand, largely due to the proximity of Fort Worth given that it's a direct neighbor, to where now the city has over 13,000 residents and is indistinguishable from the city of Fort Worth. So in other words, this is one of those cities that you drive through every single day and don't realize that you leave Fort Worth for about 2 exits and then you're back in Fort Worth. In fact, this is actually one of those cities that I personally drive through almost every single day, given that I live in Crowley and most of my family lives in Arlington. So I'm going back and forth. But let's continue. I want to introduce an external resource in niche.com, which is going to provide an external perspective on the city of Forest Hill because they interpret millions of public data sets on cities all across the country. And as you can see, Forest Hill has received a C+ grade from Niche, having aggregated the 12 categories you see on the screen. Now that's what the algorithm has to say, but what do current and former Forest Hill residents have to say for the city? Well, according to the 12 reviews so far, they give Forest Hill a 4 out of 5 stars. Now I will link the full report down below so you can check it out, so you can explore every single category at your leisure, because now we need to look at the recreation scene in Forest Hill. Now, for the most part, Forest Hill has 3 primary parks. You have the Forest Hill Memorial Park, the South Creek Linear Park, and the Jewel Blanton Kelly Park. So from a recreation scene, you're not going to find as much activity in the actual city of Forest Hill. You'll wind up going to surrounding cities like Fort Worth, like Kennedale, like Arlington to get your outdoor fix. Now, from a school's perspective, Forest Hill is part of the Fort Worth Independent School District. And the only schools that you're going to find physically in the city limits of Forest Hill are elementary schools. But fear not, you're right next door to O.D. White High School and Harmon Clark Stadium. So your commute for your schooling needs is not bad at all. All right, so let's cover something that's very, very important to me, and that's the Chick-Fil-A situation. Is there a Chick-Fil-A in Forest Hill? And unfortunately, the answer is no. So you're going to have to go to Arlington or Fort Worth to get your fix. All right, so I'm only half joking about the Chick-fil-A criteria. It's very important for me. It might not be as important for you, but something that might be important for both of us is the real estate situation in Forest Hill. Because regardless if you're a renter or a homeowner, the real estate impacts you. So let's start off from a macro perspective. The typical home value of homes in Forest Hill is $242,255. Now this value is seasonally adjusted and only includes the middle price tier of homes. And Forest Hill home values have gone up 20.2% over the last year, which as you can see over the last 10 years, the home values have been going up over time, but nothing compared to what happened over the last 12 months. And now that we know the median home value in Forest Hill is $243,000, we need to compare that to its surrounding cities. The median home value in Fort Worth is $330,000. In Pantego is $394,000. In Kennedale is $399,000. In Arlington, the median home value is $336,000. In Everman is $236,000. And in Edgecliff Village, the median home value is $314,000. So as you can see, compared to its neighbors, it's actually on the lower end of the median home value. But to give you a better sense of the type of home that you can purchase for $243,000 in Forest Hill, check out these homes. All right, so the homes that you just saw, most likely by the time you're watching this video, have already sold. So for the most current, up-to-date list of our preferred homes in Forest Hill, check out the link down below. And now is also a great time to share with you how to calculate your monthly mortgage payment. So check out this video right here that I made specifically for that, which is mandatory watching if you're coming in from out of state, because you need to be prepared for our property taxes, given that they're some of the highest property taxes in the country. But I'm not complaining, we do not have state income tax. So at this point, you might be thinking, Jaime, Forest Hill is the place for me. If that's you, fantastic. I want to invite you to connect with our top realtors down below. But if you're still on the fence, that's okay too. I want to give you two comparable cities to consider. I want you to check out Kennedale, and I also want you to check out Crowley. And as a small gift, I want to let you in on a little secret. There's actually a city in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex that has brand new homes available for sale right now under $100,000. And that city is called